You're going to hell! All of you!
I saw like 20 different police officers arrest 3 teenagers for being out after 8 p.m. and down at this bar down here, and they locked the doors because they didn't want people coming in and out, you know, and it totally affects everything.
Hey, it's Jordan with Status Coup on the ground. I am in Flint, Michigan, East Palestine, Ohio, Tumwa, Iowa. Please support the leading independent news outlet on the ground, covering what the corporate media covers up.
Go back to yourself. Hey, get him. He's on his phone. Get him. He's on his phone. Phone. Stop him. Somebody run after him. Hold on. Which car is that on?
I work here at the Plug. I've been coming to 8th Street for a long time, and basically just wanted to talk about how like the police presence is really affecting local businesses, and you know, like just all around like the street. Like you can see like the whole street is like dead. Like it's, you know, and it's really hurting the community, I think, more than helping.
Yeah, scruff law. See if it's on there. Not over here. Okay, go down. 1765385.
You're going to hell! All of you!
How do you know?
What?
How do you know they're going to hell?
They're kidnapping our neighbors off the street.
They're kidnapping?
This is an ICE raid.
They're kidnapping.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Quit your jobs! Quit your jobs! This isn't public safety!
But, you know, also too, with the large Hispanic population we have in the city, the threat of ICE harassing citizens along with other people, it has just slowed everything down. I mean, we even had restaurant week last week, and, you know, it's always a success, but I'm willing to bet you the numbers were down because not crime per se, but the perception of what the current administration is putting out there, and like I said, people not wanting to be bothered, not, you know, that they're arresting a whole bunch of people, or, you know, this starts about guns coming off the street or whatever, but the motivation behind it, I think, is false, and I think it is really hurting local businesses and the industry in general in the district since he's had the guard doing the patrols. And again, the reasoning behind it is, I feel like, is false. But like, if I don't have to come to work, I'm not out. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to order DoorDash, but I'm not going to go to some establishments, especially if I know they're on the block.
The lack of, you know, the presence of people, and, you know, like you know, it's a difference of night and day. It's like, you know, it's a ghost town out here. There's nobody. I mean, if you look in the bars, like half the customers that normally would be here, and, you know, that kind of stuff.
No one needs this. DC didn't ask for it.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yo, don't worry, bro. It's not gonna send us nothing going. They didn't talk to me. Come on, right down here.
The troops or the National Guard being involved, I feel like it has affected business in a way that people don't feel comfortable coming out. You know, not that anyone's a criminal or doing anything wrong, but they don't feel like that they can come out of their homes without hassle. That has nothing to do with the actual crime, which I don't have any empirical data, but crime in DC is down. And this is just a show.
I saw like 20 different police officers arrest 3 teenagers for being out after 8 p.m. and down at this bar down here, and they locked the doors because they didn't want people coming in and out, you know, and it totally affects everything. I mean, without these businesses here, nobody's going to come. So, I mean, and, you know, I believe it's hurting more than it's helping.
Support this critically important on-the-ground reporting as a Status Coup member and get great perks. Become a member right here.
Not that I'm afraid. Not that I'm afraid of being arrested or anything, but I don't want to see that, you know. And it's tasteful to me, and it's something that I don't want to deal with. I feel like a lot of people feel the same way. But again, I have no numbers, but it's just I've been in the industry my entire life, and right. But like I said, this is brand new territory as far as slow. I mean, this time of year we're always slow, and you know when the crime rate was a real factor in the businesses being slower. You know, bars and places closing up earlier or closing altogether. But I feel like currently, especially the 8th Street corridor, I'm only referring to what I see every day where I work. It's slowly on the uptick, but since I'm gonna call it the occupation, please to blurt that out, but that's how I'm filming my thoughts. It's people just I don't want to deal with it. Like they were on the block a few days ago and just harassed some guy, and then the crowd just starts yelling at them, and then they eventually let him go. But they held up traffic for 20 minutes dealing with this. If the guy's done something wrong, arrest him. If not, and then if the crowd can sway you from doing whatever the hell you do, then what's the point? You know what I mean?
His racial profile.
Oh yeah.
You all based in DC, or did you come from like other states for the federal thing that's
From
going on?
Virginia.
We're in a headquarters role right now.
Have you had people react positively or negatively? Like how
Both.
people been about it?
Both, but I think on a large part it's mostly positive.